The augmented brain, how AI could enhance our neural growth when neuroplasticity meets artificial intelligence. A new kind of evolution in the quiet hum of a city not far from now. People no longer just scroll on their devices. They learn through them. A student closes her eyes and visualizes a complex math problem. Her neural implant projects a soft blue pattern across her cortex, strengthening connections as if she's been practicing for weeks. An elderly man with early dementia recalls the names of his grandchildren with ease. His AI companion stimulates memory pathways through personalized cognitive feedback. This isn't fantasy anymore. It's the dawn of the augmented brain, where artificial intelligence meets neuroplasticity, and human potential becomes programmable. For centuries, evolution was slow, shaped by nature and time. But now evolution has a partner, technology. And together, they're teaching us that the limits of our brains were never limits at all. The brain that learns itself, neuroplasticity. The brain's ability to rewire and adapt is the most extraordinary feature of human biology. It's how children learn to walk, adults master new skills, and stroke patients regain lost functions. But what happens when AI begins to map, mimic, and guide that process? Imagine a wearable neural interface that tracks your focus in real time. It knows when you're engaged, when you're distracted, and when your brain is ready to absorb information. It doesn't just monitor, it adjusts. It offers micro-stimulation to reinforce neural circuits while you learn a language or practice an instrument. In essence, AI could act as a personal neuroplasticity coach, strengthening the right pathways at the right time. It's not science fiction. Neuralink kernel and similar research labs are already experimenting with brain-computer interfaces, BCIs, that record and influence brain activity at unprecedented precision. They're creating bridges between thought and data, between biology and code. From artificial intelligence to adaptive intelligence, today's AI already learns the way we do, through repetition, error correction, and adaptation. Neural networks, the foundation of AI systems, are modeled on the way neurons connect and communicate. But in a strange twist, we're beginning to model our own learning after AI's efficiency. Scientists are exploring adaptive neurofeedback systems that use AI to detect inefficiencies in brain function, like sluggish memory retrieval or stress-induced attention loss, and automatically guide users into optimal cognitive states. For example, you're studying a new language. The AI recognizes when your hippocampus, the memory hub, begins to fatigue. Instead of forcing you to continue, it shifts into visualization exercises that activate creative networks, giving your brain the rest it needs while still learning. It's learning redesigned, not harder but smarter, reprogramming recovery. Perhaps the most powerful use of AI-enhanced neuroplasticity isn't in learning, but in healing trauma, depression, addiction. All of them alter brain wiring. Traditionally, therapy helps people slowly rewire those circuits through repetition and insight. But what if AI could accelerate that process? AI-driven brain scans can now identify neural signatures of emotional pain, predicting where rewiring is needed most. Combined with personalized virtual therapy, the brain begins to form healthier patterns in real time. One emerging technology, closed-loop neurostimulation, already allows devices to detect and interrupt negative thought loops by gently stimulating specific neural regions and helping users break free from obsessive patterns before they spiral. This isn't replacing human therapists, it's amplifying their work. AI provides the precision. Neuroplasticity provides the power. The cognitive gym of the future in a decade. Mental training may look very different. Picture walking into a cognitive studio. You wear a lightweight neural headset that syncs with your digital profile. It knows your goals, focus, emotional regulation, creativity. The system reads your neural rhythms and builds a daily workout for your mind. 10 minutes of guided attention control. AI-generated sound frequencies to strengthen your prefrontal cortex. Personalized visual puzzles that improve cross-hemispheric communication. Each session literally sculpts your brain, growing new synapses, reinforcing pathways, balancing neurotransmitters. In the same way athletes use wearables to track muscle recovery, Humans will soon track brain growth, watching graphs of new connections form like constellations across the mind. The merging of mind and machine. At some point, the question won't be whether AI can change our brains, but whether we're still the same beings once it does. If we can outsource memory, simulate emotion, and amplify intelligence, what happens to the essence of being human? The answer lies not in the technology itself, but in how we use it. AI doesn't replace humanity. It reflects it. It amplifies what we train it to amplify: empathy or efficiency, wisdom or greed. When neuroplasticity meets AI, we aren't handing over control. We're co-evolving, teaching our brains to adapt to the very tools that mirror them. In essence, AI is the next frontier of neuroplasticity, not outside the brain, but as an extension of it. A brain without borders. The true gift of AI-enhanced plasticity will be accessibility. Children in remote regions could receive cognitive training tailored to their unique neural profile. People recovering from injuries could regain function faster through AI-guided rehabilitation. Adults struggling with learning difficulties could bypass traditional systems entirely, using direct neural feedback to unlock potential. Even age itself may lose its power to limit growth. As AI learns to stimulate and support the brain's rewiring mechanisms, we might discover that learning, healing, and evolving are truly lifelong or perhaps even ageless. The double-edged mind yet. Like all revolutions, this one demands caution. If AI can strengthen learning circuits, it can just as easily reinforce distraction. If it can stimulate calm, it can manipulate emotion. And if it can map our minds, it can own them. Through data, the brain is the final privacy frontier. Once decoded, it becomes the most valuable data source on Earth. That's why ethical design will define the next century. The goal isn't to control the mind, but to empower it. Technology should expand choice, not replace it. AI should serve as a mirror for our highest potential, not a machine for our convenience. The future we build together. We stand at a moment in history where neurons meet algorithms, where biology meets code. It's easy to fear that future, to imagine a world where humans become obsolete. But the truth is, AI will never replicate the essence of human consciousness, the spark of creativity, the empathy born from pain, the imagination that dreams beyond logic. AI can amplify us, but only we can decide what to amplify. The brain, guided by plasticity, will continue to evolve long after the first neural chips are implanted. The difference is that now we'll be aware of it, active participants in our own evolution. The final frontier of the mind in the end. The most exciting discovery won't be that AI can change the brain, but that the brain, when partnered with technology, can change the world. The augmented brain is not a replacement for the human mind. It's a canvas for what's next, a symphony between logic and love, between silicon and soul. And if we nurture that partnership wisely, the future won't belong to machines. It will belong to enhanced humans, capable of compassion, creativity, and learning on scales we've never imagined. Closing thoughts. The story of neuroplasticity began with discovery, that the brain could change. Now it continues with partnership, that it could change with us. AI isn't the end of humanity. It's the mirror that shows us how limitless we've always been. So if you believe in the power of the human brain, in the science of growth, and in the future we can shape, subscribe to our channel to stay part of this journey through the mind, because the more we understand the brain, the more we realize we're just getting started.